Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Peter.
Rebecca,
Hi,
how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
And what are we here for today?
We are here to celebrate the mural that Evan has been creating. It's a mural about compassion.
About compassion?
Yeah. And intersection for the arts and Larkin Street
Okay.
worked together with Evan to produce this.
Tell me, how did this begin? You know, where was it born at? In the board meeting?
No, this really came out of a long time collaboration that Intersection for the Arts has had with Larkin Street Youth Services, as well as the artist Evan Bissell. So we all worked together to dream it into existence and make it happen. So we're here today to celebrate that.
Yeah. And how long was this one before it was? How long was it in planning?
We started the workshop in the fall of 2011.
How was the artist chose to do this? How was Evan chose?
It was Evan. Evan is an artist that we've worked with for a long time, and so he, through conversations with Larkin Street and through conversations with Evan, we decided that it was going to be a good fit.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. We are incredibly happy to really be able to be part of this collaboration with the Tenderloin Housing Clinic, who graciously offered the space to host the mural. But it was really a collaboration with Evan Bissell, the artist, and Larkin Street Youth Services. So what I'd like to do is really just turn the floor over to those groups. I think what I'd like to do is let Tenderloin Housing Clinic say a few words, let us know a little bit about the space, and then we'll have Peter from Larkin Street talk to us a little bit more about the project and what it's meant for them. And finally, we'll have Evan Bissell, the artist, come up and say a few words as well. So Randy?
Well, thank you all, and I'm Randy Shaw, Director of Tenderloin Housing Clinic, and obviously we're thrilled to have this on what used to be just a blank wall. And it's been very interesting watching Evan's process, because some of you may know the people in the neighborhood have really been excited about this process. When he's out here on Thursdays, people are always stopping and asking questions. And I think this the way it comes down, it really reflects the neighborhood, the murals, and I think people see it as something that really is connected to it. And we had we had an interesting thing happen last week where someone wrote some light graffiti. They wrote it on over there. They didn't touch the mural. And it's like we noticed you don't see graffiti on the murals because people respect that. And so it's a real great asset, and we're hoping we can have some version of this up permanently because it's really a great, great work of art. We really congratulate Evan for his commitment and doing such a beautiful job. And thanks to Intersection for making it happen. We want to do more of these projects in other spaces we have. So we're going to try to make that happen. So thank you all.
Peter, can you come talk a little bit about the collaboration with Larkin Street?
My name is Peter Carpool. I'm the Art Program Manager at Larkin Street Youth Services. And we worked on this project, I think, for about 3.5 months. And we worked with the Youth Force Development part of employment program with Larkin Street Youth Services. Young people coming together, working, making some money, also learning how to work together and learning how to put resumes together to work. Part of it, though, is bringing art in with education and employment. And it's really a privilege to been able to have worked with Evan and have Intersection for the Arts set this up, with whom we've worked for over 15 years in different ways. All their programming, theater, poetry readings, you name it. And Evan Bissell is a very incredible artist, as you can see, masterful. But he's taken a traditional technique and he's put it into a modern context. And he's made it very, very, not only valid, but poignant and useful. And I think that, for me, personally, it doesn't get any better than that in terms of presenting art the way he does. And also these young people for whom they've never done art before, never been asked what they think about anything or express themselves. And I think that the theme of true compassion, so compelling as it is also very fragile. And it's almost something you dare not think about because it makes you feel vulnerable, perhaps. And it's that vulnerability that from which we get a lot of our strength, is feeling other people, feeling ourselves. And these young people up here who wrote these things and who are depicted in here have come through a lot. They're all survivors, and just on their behalf and the art program at Larkin Street and my colleague Debbie Nair over here, I want to thank everybody involved, especially Evan Bissell, a brilliant artist and social activist. Thank you.
And Evan, if we could just get you to say a few words about the process and what it's through.
The process, we went through about 12 weeks of workshops to create these pieces on the outside. And really the project, as everybody said, is about kind of investigating the nature of compassion. And it comes from a Martin Luther King quote when he started to question the war in Vietnam and really thinking about, if we're a country that goes to war, if we're a country that, spends money on war, the war on drugs, prisons, all these types of things, how can that be a compassionate society? So, it kind of comes down to this question of like, what does a compassionate city look like, and how does that manifest in ourselves, and how we interact with people and that kind of thing. So, the idea came through thinking about also the impermanence of it, and just, when we walk by people on the street, do we actually regard those people? Do we actually give them compassion, or do we just walk by? And so, a lot of times we give a lot of value to objects and things that are going to last forever that we really want to hold on to. And so some of the ideas that the porches change constantly because lives change constantly, and how do we show compassion right there in the moment where we are. And so that's kind of the main idea of the project. Just thank you so much to all the people, Rebeka, Peter, Sarah, who connected us here, Krista, Randy, everybody who's been working on it, Dan, who gets up with me at 6 in the morning every Thursday, comes down and the extension cord so we can do all that kind of stuff. So just really appreciate it. Carlton's been here filming since the very beginning, all this kind of stuff. So we're just gonna hang out for a little bit. If you want to draw on here, I would love, that would be great to get your mark in here. If you want to take a photo, like kind of in the same way, it's the same person interacting with himself on the photo. So if you want to take a photo of yourself interacting with yourself, it'll become part of the video in the end. So that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out for a little bit. So thank you for showing up, and thank you for being here, and that's it.